That was my noise. Hey. Hey. Getting Lubo on the horn. Ow, wow, 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 wow.
No.
Oh, you okay?
Just really worried.
Oh.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, we're here now, though, so we're gonna make it better.
Kyle says hi.
Hi, Kyle!
Kyo says, "Hi, Kyle!"
Yes, exactly like that.
A pinch of cheeks, Joe.
Yeah!
You heard it here, folks.
Guys are gonna pinch me all over.
There's other.
He's gonna pinch my cheeks. You're gonna pinch my nose. What next?
How about a tousled hair ruffle?
Yeah.
Just kind of breathe deep.
In with the good, out with the bad.
With the good, out with the bad.
And I brought my tablet out with me just in case. I was like, whatever, and decided to draw. Because drawing is also fun.
Drawing is fun.
Yes.
Hello, everybody in chat.
Let's see. What should Ludi say when we talk to him when it's snack time?
Snack time.
Yeah, you know, with the cookies.
Right. Right. Right.
I filled in France's in. Yeah. Tara's like, hey, careful you don't get crumbs in there in your book. And Francis is like, don't worry, Big Brother's got it. And Tara's like, I'm older than you. And Francis is like, same thing.
What?
For snack time, that was Francis's dialogue I put in.
I know, I'm just thinking, like, wait, same thing.
It's like, it's the principal. It's like, he wants to feel like the older brother. And it's like, no, you're not.
But I am the actual older brother.
Doesn't matter. No.
Yes, it does.
Chewing on my cookie, not listening to you. I got the cake song from Lazy Town stuck in my head. Let's see. If we're both having a slow start, maybe I should start with art and then come back to it.
No, I just, it's hard to focus. I'll get back into it, You ever have that heavy, uncomfortable hotness in your gut
Yes.
that persists no matter how much you think logically a way out of a problem?
Mm-hmm.
It has been like that since this morning.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of it. I hate this so much.
Well, at least there's here to try to distract from it.
Yeah. It also doesn't help I have had absolutely no appetite today.
Did you eat anything?
I haven't.
Eat!
I don't want to eat.
But you need to. Even just small something.
We don't have any small somethings.
No bread? No cheese and crackers? No fruit?
No crackers. No fruit. I don't want a banana. I don't want everything would turn to sand in my mouth.
You gotta have at least something. Ovaltine?
The
And
thought
milk?
of eating makes me sick.
Well, milk and Ovaltine, because then that's just drinking. Because then that's at least something heavier on the stomach. That's what Dig does.
I don't want to be like this for the whole weekend. Hang on a second. What you writing for, Rudy?
He's like, hey, Philly's been sneaking stuff. Can you, like, if he tries to pull you into his plans, don't. Because, like, yeah, sure, totally. No. Because Lily's like, because he always gets crumbs in our bed and it's uncomfortable. Because I have to share it too.
That's right, they pushed their beds together. Because he kept sneaking and... I'm not sick. Thank you, though, Taryn. I'm not sick.
How about Yvonne?
Yvonne.
Eva.
Yvonne. How about... Somebody's... chocolate chip is okay, but gingerbread is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Why? Because if I save some, I can give it to other people and tell them to leave me alone with it.
Ha ha ha.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Navita.
Natvia. Navita. Yes.
Ain't got a Navita, honey.
Snip, 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 snip.
Yeah, I have these thread scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop fussing with them. Can we just not do any hailing? That'd be nice.
No Doitsu. Get out. Actually, get out, but no. Doitsu's not
No,
allowed in here.
no, Doitsu. Ding!
Yeah, I'm out in the front room, so you guys are going to be hearing a lot more of the outside stuff.
That's okay. That sounds really good, Ashley. My first best friend was named Kaylee. Almost the same spelling as your name. Just swash Ash for K.
Neat. Well, what do you expect? It's kind of a slow chat.
Hohenthaner. That was her last name, Hohenthaner. She, her family was Dutch, I think. They lived in a little mobile home park down the street from me. Back when I was still living in Juneau.
Mm-hmm.
They had a bunch of dogs, grandma, mom and dad, my brother, sister, and her, all in about maybe 500 square feet.
Nice.
They were very nice though. Very good people, kind and open and accepting. They ate their waffles with peanut butter.
Neat. I heard that's a
And their
thing.
favorite was make breakfast for us after sleepovers. They knew my parents so well that it was basically just a formality to ask my folks if Kaylee could stay over for the weekend or the night.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the same school, and we were in the same class, so we were inseparable. And then I moved, and I lost contact with her for years. And Kyle, of all people, found her on DeviantArt.
Wow.
He just happened to look her up by her name and found her and messaged her, telling her that, hey, you don't know me, but I've heard of you. My, well, at the time, girlfriend talks about you a lot, and do you know her name? Shauna, blah, blah, my last name.
Mm-hmm.
And I found she said yes. I looked her up on Facebook, and I got to reconnect with her.
Nice. And Angelique, I don't know.
She went to college and became an art student, and her thesis and our final project was based on the little games that we played with our beanie babies when we were 7 and 8 years old.
Aww. That's cute.
Hero Husky and Tuffy Tiger.
Don't.
They were superheroes and they would save the day.
Cute.
There are a lot of friends from that era that I started trying to keep in contact with when I moved, but I stopped getting letters from them.
Mm-hmm.
The guy just sent me.
Hang on.
Oh, they're out. I'll be talking business. Yeah, okie dokie. If that's allowed.
I'm sorry.
Nothing's coming to me. Question is, what would you write about me? Oh, Maddie. I'm gonna take a break from coding for a bit. I'll probably get some inspiration later. I don't think you guys mind. Do it. John McHale. He's cute. God damn it. Come on.
You've gone black over here
Oh dear.
on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
What did you say, Kyo?
I was like, oh, okay. And I fixed it.
Also, I got really good news, and I'm okay now, and shit's awesome, and I have a banana.
Banana! Banana! Banana!
Banana and food, because I have not eaten literally all day, and Kyle's gonna make me a grilled cheese because he's amazing, and we're gonna put the rest of the fries from yesterday in the oven, and I remembered we actually had those after the energy came back.
Nice.
Sorry I scared everybody. I had good reason.
Son of a bitch.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, Lubo! Ow! What?
Sometimes it's amazing the difference your mood can make.
Dude, that was almost the
I know.
best thing that could happen.
What happenstance?
The guy basically called us back and said, "I'm sorry that I got angry at you guys. I don't want to escalate things. I'm just gonna call in for a refund since you guys are on it, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry for how I behaved over the phone and in your yard."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that is literally what I just spent the 15 minutes prior while you were gone. No joke. I was on one of our chair arms, head bent in prayer, asking God, "Hey man, could you maybe send him some clarity to see that this is not our fault?"
He got
Just a
you
phone
back.
call, an email saying that where he says, "Hey, I was kind of a dick. Could you maybe I'm sorry that for the way I behaved. This isn't your fault." 15 minutes later, it's exactly what happened, and I'm like, yes! Thank you!
Yes. Wow. Oh, there goes the vent.
What about?
The vent above me, if you can hear it.
Is it blowing where you are?
Blowing? The vent is diagonal from me, so it's close. Son of a bitch! My tablet isn't connecting with my computer. Bleh. I might have to restart my computer if I want to do any art. Son of a bitch.
Days.
Huh?
The people in the chat, they're asking how long does it take to make a coding game? And I was like, well, this one took 6 days.
Yeah, but that was also of like me waking up at like between 7 and 9 and then working on it until 2 in the morning for 6 days solid.
Good God!
Yeah, that's what I did. And art.
Yeah. I'm still stunned that you were willing to do that for me.
Well, it's 'cause I love you! Never doubt my love, dude.
That's so nice of you, kiddo!
It's 'cause I love you! Platonically, of course.
You didn't have to do that, but you did!
I know, 'cause I wanted to! Anyway, it took me like a couple months to learn how to code, and I still learn from time to time. And like some things, like Dream Tally took like, what, 4 years? 4.5, almost 5 now. Though I've been coding on it since 2004, so I've been coding on it for 2.5 years?
Yes. Yes. Also, love is a powerful thing.
Damn right.
Damn straight.
Mm.
Though I don't think it can bring people back from the dead.
Nope.
It also doesn't produce magical golden tears that can turn on time-dimensional portals.
Nope.
Or heal the sick and the dying.
Yep. Anyway.
But where were we? We were talking about kiddo dialogue, right?
Yeah. I was currently on Matthew.
Maddie! The one that he's jealous of.
Whew. Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, so I think maybe we could do something with tension between the two of them.
Maybe.
Because Maddie doesn't know why, or maybe he is kind of aware of why Father favors Maddie, or at least consistently goes to Maddie.
Well, he's also the
Over
ignored
Chair.
one of the group.
That's
So-
also true.
Yeah. So it's like Father's like, you're not getting along? Here, come to me.
Well, that, and he looks like somebody.
Yeah, certain somebody. Oh, there's my purse. Ugh.
Yes, I'm full of life now. I speak of the devil.
You have
Sorry.
Satan in your veins.
I do not have Satan in my veins.
Hold on, I'm gonna get myself resituated to be comfortable. What? Oh, I almost knocked over my lamp. Whoops.
Oh. Yeah, I'm mostly over an illness now, but,
Cleaning the house.
yeah, and I just have a persistent cough now. I can't get rid of it. I just have to, I just settle and purge. And the coughing sounds so much worse than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe it could come from Tver's side, because as is, he seems kind of overly nice and a little Gary Stewish.
Uh-huh.
So we could get in a little conflict with one of the other siblings. That'd be good. Flesh him out.
So here we have Maddie. Let's bully him.
Well, not bully him, but
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to be funny.
he's not that bad of a big brother. Maybe mention, like, you haven't seen Father at all, huh? No. That's weird. Every time I see him, you're with him.
Oh, that could be something. Just like, oh yeah, he found Papa. That's good. Wait, did he? I'm curious. Did he ever tell Matthew why he was looking for Papa in the first place? No. It's like, hey, what'd you want to see Papa for? I was like, I was wanting to go visit. No, he actually didn't talk to him yet, so can't really bring that up. So, how's Father? What? What are you talking about? Well, last time I saw Father, you were with him, so.
He's always taking you places.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yes. Matter present probably isn't in here anymore. Oh well.
He talks to you. He listens to you. He takes you places. He walks with you in the garden. He won't even talk to me anymore. What makes you so special?
How long did you put the fries in for?
10 minutes.
Okay.
He just has to kind of pause and think about it and say, "It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong." Alternatively, you could have Alfred just sort of bring up, like, maybe you did something wrong, and he just likes him better.
Oh shit, Alfred, shut the fuck up!
Tara just shrinks back, and that's when the conversation ends. Ow! Ow, that was mean! What? What did I say?
I made it in Fire Alpaca. And I have a monoprice tablet. I know, right? Y'all are quiet.
There's 28 people here now. But,
Oh no, I thought it was like, from
what?
how it's going, it's like, he's like, he does, I haven't really noticed. So I just stares at him for a long time. He's like, you don't know how good you have it. I wish he'd look at me like that. God. Except more professionally written.
Kiddish.
Yeah.
I wish Papa would notice me instead of you. Oh, I just thought of something.
Uh-huh.
Instead of Alfred saying, basically, maybe he likes Maddie more.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of is like, well, maybe he's just bored of you.
Oh.
God. It's so incredibly mean. He doesn't realize how mean it is. And then Mikhail kicked the card house down.
Bam! Except Papa's right there to watch him not, so...
Granted, Papa would also kind of call Alfred out on his shit. Like, whoa! Excuse you!
Alfred!
I actually have a picture of, like, 14, 15-year-old Mikhail. I can send it to you, Kale.
I think I know where it is. I think it's on your Slam the Lions, I think. Poor Isha.
Why are we talking about Alfie? Because he's being a little dick.
Dick! He's being a dick. Move.
And then he grew, and he grew, and he grew,
That fucking
and then
movie.
he knew.
Yeah. Is this him? He turned cute! Pap his head.
Oh,
Eh?
found him?
Yes. Check it out. This is Lubo's art. Do 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 do. My art is nowhere near this good. Do 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 do.
Check 1, 2.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. But yes, the picture's up on the stream.
There he is.
He's cute. Just pap his head a little.
I kind of want to draw him and young Vanya side by side so people can see the similarity between the two of them.
Ugh.
Are you petting his head?
Yes! He's precious. Shh. Also, it's like, God, you ever gotta think of, like, he has a brief moment when he grows up a little bit more. He's like, God, you look just like my king. You're what? Nothing.
He'd blink those big old pretty green eyes. Utterly bewildered.
With dim lashes. Goodbye.
Miss Q and Miss Lubo, are you guys gonna make a game where the kids revolt and take the world back?
If we did that, we'd have to probably include a lot of the beginning story.
That game would take ages to make, because there's a lot of backstory that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I found the you thief picture.
Yeah. Fucking human sacrifice.
It's like, Dad, don't be a piece of shit.
Too late.
I'm going to destroy them all. Eh?
Poor Tver don't know shit. It's like, what?
Ah. Burp!
Okay. Oh no, Yao, I forgot him. Wub 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 zed zed zed. Aw, why is it fearful that I read a comment?
I am back.
Hi, I realized I forgot Yao, so he is next.
Alright, what should we do for Yao?
Well, let's see, we can do a lot of things. Is it gonna complain more about almond cookies? Or is it gonna complain about something else? Because he seems like a complainer.
I'm gonna say no. I'm actually going to say that, he's going to actually say something positive.
Okay.
He starts it out saying, like, I hate the color on you. And he's like, turns like, what?
The fuck happened with that? I guess the fuck did that come from, I guess.
I've been thinking about it for a while. I don't like the color blue on you. It doesn't fit. There's something wrong. I don't like it. I want you in gold.
My bloomers are gold. More gold. Well, I can't choose
Gold.
this. Then change your ribbon and give me the red one. I want the red one. No.
They probably talk about lucky colors.
Mm-hmm. Because China's wearing an orange ribbon right now. Like, all of them have different colored ribbons. That's what mainly sets them apart in here. Huh? Well, considering not many people talk on here, it's understandable that I'd call you out. Here's a question. Well, then again, I don't think anyone in here does Let's Plays. Never mind.
I would actually say green or yellow for him. Probably green. He'd ask for green for him.
Tumblr, DeviantArt. Those are all options.
Red is the color of good fortune and joy. It's good luck.
Oh, man.
Green is associated with health, prosperity, and harmony, provided it's not a hat. Green hats are associated with infidelity.
Ooh.
But Tara isn't wearing a hat, so it should be fine.
Yep. Also, like, I just realized something of, like, what if ribbon thing started of, like, way back in the day, Vanya gave his ribbon to Devere. Just wrapped it around him. And it was just, oh, that's really cute.
I will make this part of the uniform. Yeah!
It's cute! It's adorable.
Yeah, yellow was reserved for the Emperor. It also represents heroism, as opposed to in America where it's a color of cowardice. Black was a neutral color. Maybe you'd say, I think you'll be more lucky this way, but is that racist?
Mm. Up. I don't care. Oh! I forgot the snooty snoot himself. Arthur. The Prince of Snoot.
Mr. Snooty Snoot himself.
Yes. Bitter pants. What do you have to grab about now?
The fact that they had chocolate cookies and he wanted something else.
Or he's meh about not having tea. Like, I don't
That
want
worked
berries
too.
and honey. I want tea! God. It's not tea time without tea. It's like, it's not tea time. Deep. Resigned. Resign.
I get it now.
Huh?
I get why he's such a little douchebag.
Why is he a douchebag?
Because he wants everything his way
Yes.
and nothing else.
Yep. And he never gets his way. Ever. Well, maybe sometimes, but not rarely.
He sometimes gets his way, but he wants things to be his way all the time.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like Britain.
Ha 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 ha.
My way is the right way, and all other ways are stupid. He also strikes me as someone to try and talk down to Vanya, but Vanya does not have it.
No.
Well, take my plate away. What are you waiting for? Or you to say, please. I don't need to say please. Why not? Because you're a servant.
Oh.
Everyone just leans back. Well, France holds up his mouth. Do 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 do. Dead man walking.
You owe me a Coke.
Or do. Damn it.
Vanya'd probably bring that up to Nevo too. It's like, he acts just like you. What? That's not nice to say. Old stroll.
peasant. I am a prince. No, a king. A patronista. A cranies. So if you want to talk down to me, fine, so be it. But I'm the one in charge of your meals. And if you keep this up, you're not going to eat. Do you understand me? I'll be fine. Doesn't matter to me. Then he has to sit at dinner with everyone else while they eat his favorite.
Ha ha!
Neva kind of leans over. Why does he only have a single P on his plate? Because he called me a servant.
Oh. Okay. Nartha's like, you're going to let him get away with this? And he was like, yeah. Don't call him a peasant. Peasant, boy. He is your shepherd, and you will respect him.
Of course he's not going to admit that he was wrong, because
Yep.
it's Arthur.
Yeah.
At least not at first. So he goes to bed with a growly tummy.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other children snuck him a piece of meat, probably a piece of dinner.
Probably
And-
Billy, knowing him.
I don't want it!
Arthur,
I don't want it!
gotta eat it!
It tastes yucky anyway! I don't want it!
But it's
I'm
your favorite!
fine. I don't need it! I'm fine! I don't want it! It's stupid!
You just give him a hug. 'Cause he's probably a crying baby.
Japan was in the second, he was in the second generation, along with Romano, Spain, Japan, Belarus, and the first couple of girls, and a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning comes around, he has to go to breakfast. Everyone's eating, and it's bubbly, and it's bubbly and squeak.
Bubbly and squeak?
Bubbly and squeak. It's when you take leftover like chicken or duck or whatever,
Mhm.
and along with the stuffing and whatever gravy you had, mix it all into a batter, sort of a batter, kind of like a meatball shaped thing. Bread it, and then pan fry it.
Oh,
Called bubble and squeak.
neat.
And he just, little tears are welling up in his face. And he finally just bursts out with it. I'm sorry! You're not the peasant! I'm sorry! You're not a peasant! You're a prince if you want to be! I don't care anymore! I'm so hungry! Do you mean it? Yes! And he gets his own hot plate of bubble and squeak.
Yay. If Nevo's there at the breakfast, he just kind of quietly claps his hands together and be like, yay, it figured itself out.
My favorite girl is Ukraine. I wonder why!
What's my favorite girl?
I have a feeling I know who.
Who do you think it is?
Liechtenstein.
Yes, it is. She's so cute. I'm die. Little tiny princess.
Oh God. If she was in the second gen with all of everyone else, I don't think Vanya's really interacted with her much. His heart would just melt.
Like, I can imagine being her in the later generations, like 3rd or 4th. Like, probably with, like, Switzerland and Austria.
I like her for her personality. Thank you very much, Ashley.
She's scurry.
She's kind. She's resourceful. She's a bit of a crybaby. But when you get her angry, she's terrifying. She also makes surrealist video games. She's a really good cook. And she's just so sweet. Ashley, you opened a kettle of fish you didn't know was there. I cosplay Ukraine on a regular basis. Like every year. When I go to SakuraCon or to KomoriCon. Holy fucking shit. The amount of comments I've gotten on my tits alone, never mind any of the other character or any of her personality, it's all been about the tits. Or her hair clips. Or her family. Never about her. They ask me, are those real? Fuck you. You're just supposed to be a blonde bimbo or something.
She is a very lovely Ukraine.
I was playing military Ukraine at the time. When this Poland told me that.
It was really shitty Poland. I thought it was like some sort of like half-assed 2P England. No.
I didn't care what they looked like. But you look me dead in the eye when I am tired from comm, and you tell me that I am not cosplaying her right because I gave her a spine and a brain and I didn't make her stupid. Or you're telling me to be stupid. You're calling my favorite character stupid. I was about ready to tear into them in public, and my friend, who was cosplaying Lithuania at the time, literally had to drag me away by my forearm.
That's pretty in character.
Oh God, I would have destroyed them.
Pap pap.
And remember when... Oh, this is where the "we like you" thing came from. When we were at KomoriCon one year, we were in a big panel. Huge, like, I think 18 panelists.
Yes.
And every single person was supposed to get at least 3 questions. That was mandated at the start of the panel, as well as right before that section began. It comes to my turn. I'm 40s era, military Ukraine, got the hat, got a gun, got the whole thing. My first question is about my family's love life. Specifically about Belarus and Ivan. The second one, I think it was about whether I'd ever been in love before. And then I go to answer the third question, and the person was like, "Hey, this question's for England?"
No, it was the second question. The third one was after all this.
No, that was the third question that they were going to ask. I only got 2 questions. And slumped back in my seat. And half the audience is like, no, no, what are you doing? Apparently
Even
they
England's
come
like,
in.
are you trying to get me killed?
Every question that I get is either about my lack of love life or my sister's love life. So none of you actually care enough about me as a person to give me a question? And someone said, how many hair clips do you go through in a month? And I'm just like, oh my god. Thankfully, the Prussia of the group, who was playing Austrian succession era Prussia, Allie is amazing, by the way, she asks about the gun.
And it's like, where do you
And I
stick the
demonstrate
gunpowder?
Yeah, where do you stick the gunpowder? And that kind of stuff. And I demonstrate this on the prop of what a bolt-action rifle is. And then I've got Germany, Kyo, sitting right next to me. And of course, since this is the World War II era, I just look out at the audience. I am a very, very good shot. Stare right at Germany. Isn't that right? Thud! The gun goes right against the table. Germany.
Yeah.
Kyo's like hiding from behind one of her hands.
Like, I think I raised my hands up in defense, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Leans away.
All she's known for generally is big breasts. Oh boy.
And crying.
And crying. Ukraine is a badass.
Yes. I think that's all the babies. Nice.
Okay. Pasta Princess. The angry thing comes from supplemental material. Specifically in, I think either a drama CD or one of the musical CDs from Russia. That's where Carrot and Stick comes from. Then there's, let's see, Latvia and Sealand go around doing various nations. And when they get to Ukraine, she mentions offhandedly that Belarus has been going through her garbage and stealing her clothes. Because
her underwear, wasn't it?
Mostly for her underwear, yes. Because Belarus is just weird like that. And Latvia mentions offhandedly that Ukraine is really good at making really weird, surrealist horror games. And they were talking about Stalker and Metro 2033. But Ivan himself mentions, I think in one of his either a drama CD or one of his musical CDs, that when she is angry, she scares the shit out of him. And man, she had to take care of 2 siblings by herself as a child and keep them safe in an era of, the Mongols, the Duchy of Lithuania and Poland, and everybody always trying to tear each other to pieces. She kept them safe. They're still here, and that's because of her. That takes some serious intestinal fortitude. Good on you, Ukraine. You're still here despite everybody trying to run you over, trample you down, and erase you off the face of the earth. God, I love Candy Crane.
Some good shit.
Oh, it's some great shit! Ugh! is great. Is good.
A+, 4 stars.
5 stars. 4 stars. You know what else I like?
What?
Romerica.
Yes.
I love me some Romano America. That's some great shit. Love it. I also like me. What is the name for America and Japan?
Amepan.
Amepan.
Fucking love
Love me-
Amepan. Shit.
Oh, love me some Amepan. Good shit.
Sorry.
I also really like me some Rosabe. That's some good shit too.
Yas. Sorry. Fucking, I didn't tell you. Last night was bullshit. Like, the fire alarm for the whole apartment complex went off at like 2 in the morning, and it went off for a half hour.
That sucks, dude.
Bullshit. And then I had to get up at 7. Yeah. Here's a question. Do you have any OC ships?
Imagine Ukraine dressing up.
What?
I said, what did you say?
You kind of went disconnected for a second. All I heard was imagine Ukraine, and then it stopped. I was like, what?
Testing.
Hello.
Okay, I said, I was reading Despair Alchemist post. Imagine Ukraine dressing Liechtenstein up in dresses and stuff.
That'd be some
And I
cute
said,
shit.
that is canon, my friend.
Yes, it is. It's true.
Liechtenstein, Hungary, and Ukraine are canonly very close friends.
Yep. Hun-
And they go out, they go shopping, they dress up, they have little meetings. They're adorable.
Taiwan is so gay.
And Taiwan is fucking gay!
Especially for Ukraine. She's just, oh man. Them lands. Oh.
Them lands, they are quite ample. And she complains that it's having her in the room is distracting, and I'm like, honey, you gay.
She's so gay.
She's so gay.
Hungary pretty gay for her too, though. Let's be honest here.
I shit the shit out of that too.
It's good shit.
Me and Sydney were actually talking about an old history thing, where rather than going and getting married to Austria, she goes and gets married to Ukraine instead, and they become the Hungarian-Ukrainian Empire. And, oh my god. Because they're
shit.
closer together, there would have been more mutual respect and cultural exchange going on. And they probably would have both weathered the First World War a lot better.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Heck, the First World War might have not happened the same way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Because what started it was a Serbian independence movement that shot Archduke Ferdinand. They were mostly angry at the Austrian Empire, who was sort of heading everything.
Mm-hmm.
Austria didn't take any of the blame for this, of course. But, when you take Austria out of the equation and you get Hungary and Ukraine setting it up instead, that would completely change the dynamic between all of those countries in the Balkans and in the Southern Caucasus.
Mm-hmm.
They'd also be both probably just as poor, but they would not have they would have weathered the Soviet occupation better. And they'd probably be better off today.
Yeah.
So, Austria, you fucked everything up. The assassination of Artichoke Ferdinand.
Sounds like a VeggieTales parody.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I regret not posing with Sydney while I was there. Because we could not be more diametrically opposed. Our shots would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney was hungry at Komoricon, for those who weren't in attendance. And she was one of the Halloween sets, where, you know, the
Devil Nurse.
The Devil Nurse, yeah. And she had found flame fishnet stockings, and she had made the dress herself. She had a tail, she had a shovel, an actual shovel that she was posing with. And me, I was Golden Age Ukraine. With, covered up to my chin, big veil on, with a kokoshnik, covered down to my ankles, in very drapey fabrics that kind of hid my shape, long sleeves. Basically, if anyone knows what St. Olga of Kiev looks like, basically like that. We could not have been more different, but God, we could have got a Sapphic on if we wanted to. Because we both shipped the shit out of it. We could have been shitting some sinning.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just coughing.
Can we get apples now?
Apples. Yeah, I commented.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh, apples. Just had cookies, though. Might be too full for these.
The last time I bit one, I saw dinosaurs.
What even is the reference for that?
That is to one of the Dragon Ball Z movies.
That's not Lord Slug, I don't think.
It's not Lord Slug. Not World's Strongest either.
Was it?
Dead Zone.
Dead Zone, that's it. So this is like, oh, there's a villain I know in it. I think there was Pepper, too. Where the fuck did Pepper come from? Dead Zone.
It's Dead Zone. It's a DBZ reference. You never thought you'd ever see one in a Hitalia game, but there it is! You know, I'd like to meet my 2P.
I wouldn't. She's an asshole. Not an asshole. She's a scrub. I drafted my 2P once. Some sad things there.
My 2P would be a hell of a lot more confident than me. A little more closed off and insular. very introverted, and very much fend for yourself, you scrub kind of person. She would have done what I couldn't do. And gone into the military. Because she'd have been hella determined.
Meanwhile, since I kind of based 2Ps from a point in history that has changed, it would have been what I would have been like if I never joined ROTC. So I never got a tougher skin, I never got over my, being a crybaby victim complex thing. So I would just been just awful and cried at everything. It'd been even worse. I'd be like one of those people that are like, I got depression, stop, criticizing me sort of people. Because I got the fuck over it in military.
I couldn't be friends with your 2P, but I think you could be friends with my 2P.
I don't know, man. Would she be too intense for me?
She'd tell it like it is. She wouldn't sugarcoat anything. But
would she want me as a friend?
For you, normally, yes. Post-ROTCU, yes. Pre-ROTCU, hell no.
Yeah, no.
She'd just call her a fucking scrub and get over herself and leave.
Yeah.
She'd also be the type to just sit back when someone was saying, I feel so depressed, I feel like killing myself. She'd just sit back and go fucking do it. I'm watching.
Go ahead. I'd be like, okay, and then she'd do it. Because, yeah, mine was not at a good place. But then again, I was also high school dumbass. And Maddie, yes. Just like that.
She'd probably weigh about 135 pounds. Maybe 19-20% body fat at maximum. And she'd probably lift and throw her own body weight. She'd be strong.
Strong.
Because around that age, I was really into weightlifting.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the best shape of my life. I was lifting and throwing 50-pound peat moss bales over my head like it was nothing.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Arthur? I think I know. How would she react to just watching someone just slit their own wrist and collapse on the floor from blood loss?
Just because you love something doesn't mean you turn into them when you're a 2P. Again, it's just if something about your life changed. Well, I guess it depends. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of based on what we...
Theorized, I guess.
Theorized about the 2Ps. That they are a piece of history that changed. A different direction that a country or a nation's life took. Or they're just a failed state of what you used to be, or a country used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you once tell me that you and Diggs 2P would basically be 2P Jurita?
Yes. Because God, I would have had no self-control. God.
Who says you have any now?
Oh, shit. Though Dig also, like, admitted in the start of our quote-unquote relationship, our friendship, that they were kind of using me to see other people.
Wow, rude.
Yeah, it's like, fair enough. I was kind of using you to look cool. They're like, yeah, that sounds fair.
I'm so glad you guys grew up.
Well, that's what happens. Man, I met Dig when they were 15. That's so weird to think about.
Huh.
Yeah.
I met Kyle when I was 12.
Nice. And I was like 18.
I only met him in person when I was 16.
Wow.
I remember I was in the airport. I was coming down the escalator. I walked right by him
Oh.
because I didn't recognize him. He recognized me, though.
Duh.
I was kind of expecting sparks to fly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that happens in the movies.
Yeah.
You come down, you see them for the first time. Birds suddenly appear every time you are near, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And nothing happened. So I was like,
Whoops. Uh-oh, you're breaking up again. There you are.
hmm. You know what? Now that I think about it,
Uh-huh.
my 2P would be like Annie.
Ooh.
Without her insecurities.
Pap. Don't mind me, I'm just checking the comments on Gift.
Oh yeah? What do they say?
Well, someone recognized him as 2P Russia.
Holy shit!
We got our first one!
Hey!
Someone no. Because of the voice I gave Neva, I was like, is that 2P America? No. I can't tell who the father is. It looks like 2P America, Alex, but the voice Kyo gave him wounded like Canada. I guess their main thing sounded, but whatever. Michaela's so stubborn, and no And not to be offensive, but misbehave too. Jesus, I couldn't do that. He's a stubborn kiddo.
He's a kid. They're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's determined, just like his dad.
Yep. So is he slowly adding more lambs to the program, or all the others still dead? They're dead. Goodbye.
They're dead. Dead? Very, very dead.
They're dead! They're all dead! I'm so glad how this hallway turned out.
It's spooky.
Mm-hmm. That's the point. Because you're like, oh, it's all bright and colorful and cheerful in here. Get out there. Oh. That's no good.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't make everything blue.
I originally did, but I only had like the spades court, and it's like, it reminds me of the ice castle back in Dreamtalia and the spades court, and I was like, I don't know. So it is kind of blue, it's just really unsaturated. And Nevo kept the burr.
He did. Got a question.
Uh-huh.
If it's Fair's burr, why does he have it?
I imagine, if he got older and he was like, and he got new toys and stuff. Like, because he's probably had that bear, he's probably been around for a long time. So it's like, if he ever went meh with it, he's like, I'll hold on to it. Just give him something to look for. Or maybe Tavera gave it to him and it's like, so you can think of me when you're doing work. And he was like, okay. So it's a little reminder of the bird. And it's the only blue thing in the whole room.
You're right.
So it's a little piece of calm.
Well, of course, it's attached to the memory of a little baby Fair.
Yep.
His little wibbly lip.
Yep. And all the times he'd come by, smack on the door, give him some random junk, and then there you go.
The little sound of slapping feet on the cold stone floor. And then he'd fall over and start wailing.
Then Nevo would go out, and then he'd get up and then start walking off like nothing happened.
Yeah, you have to walk over, pick him up, put him back on his feet. Okay, you need any more help? Just stares at him, sniffs. Away he go.
I'm just suddenly remembering with the crying and then goes on like nothing happened. I remember my dad, when I was younger, he liked to take home movies. And there was one time he took a video of us camping, and I was whittle. Like, I was in one of those, like, walkie stroller things. Mm-hmm. And he gave me 2 pieces of watermelon, 1 for each hand, and I was, like, so happy. But then my hand, like, went away, like, on the side. Like, I think it went, like, under the cart for a second, because that's just where it went. And I started crying, because I thought I lost it. And he was like, but you have that one right there. And I was like, yay! Just gently urges my hand up out from the stroller, so I look at it and I'm like, oh. And then I just eat it, and just, I'm like, nothing ever happened.
Object permanence, you didn't have.
Yep. But it was really funny and kinda cute.
Oh, did you hurt yourself?
There you
Yeah, I figured.
You're cut out for a second. You're just like, object permanence. You didn't have it. And then you cut out.
My internet is being really stupid.
Mm-hmm. So what'd you say? Of course, in that video, like, not even 5 minutes after, my dad went to go bother my mom, because that's what my dad does, on camera. And then, while they're talking, all of a sudden you hear a giant crash, and then me yell, and the camera drop, and then it just ended. And I was like, what happened? They're like, oh, well, you decided to go wandering around. Your stroller hit a rock, and you kind of fell in the campfire. And I was like, oh, Jesus! It's like, you were okay, though. Just kind of spooked you.
Jesus!
My family. Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, at least they fished you out of the fire.
Yeah.
My dad used to do that too. He'd carry around a one of those huge cameras from the late 80s.
Yeah.
And he was trying to pretend to be a caster for like a news station. He was trying to interview my mom. She at the time was 7 months pregnant. And she clearly did not want to be part of this. So, the nation wants to know, how are you feeling, Donald? We here at WNG have heard that you aren't wanting to give us any interviews. Tell us about how you're feeling, Donald. Come on, let's give us a bright smile for the people at home. And my mom just gives a really half-assed, toothy, shit-eating grin. Get that camera out of my face, Donald.
That's beautiful.
This is a guy who, when my mother and him were getting ready to get married, they went to the judge because they were just going to get married in a courthouse. They went to the judge to kind of hammer out the details of the marriage contract. Mom and the judge, a woman, were actually talking business. Dad wandered off because he got bored, and so he starts playing with the gavel in her seat, just bumping it around on the desk. Order! Order! She just looks the judge looks over, looks at my mom, starts crossing to honor and obey out of her side of the contract.
It's beautiful.
That early part has a lot of really funny moments where Dad just fucking trips off and does something stupid. There was one time I was very young. I was born very small, premature by about 2.5, 3 weeks. And I couldn't fit in my carrier. So, Dad's got that big old camera recorder on, and you can only see the top of my head, and I'm kind of slouched over in this carrier. I'm so small, my arms can't even stick out of the armholes. So you keep seeing my little fingers poking their way out, and he keeps pushing them back in and listening to me complain. Would you stop harassing her? I'm not! I'm keeping her little paws warm! I had one of those little bouncy things.
Uh-huh.
Where it's supposed to help with a baby's leg strength when they're getting ready to learn how to walk.
Mm-hmm.
There has since been a extensive recall and discontinuation of this product for this exact reason. I was bouncing in it, being a happy little baby, and at the time, we had a solid tile concrete floor in the kitchen.
Oh dear. The
straps broke.
Oh!
I flew out of that, Dad, who had been playing a lot of softball at the time, flung himself forward from across the living room and caught my head in his hand.
Nice.
The rest of my body slammed into the floor. I didn't break anything, but I was bruised all hell for it, but I didn't crack my skull open.
Yay.
That was the important thing. He made the best catch of his life.
Yay.
According to Mom, he later took that, the little bouncy seat out back onto the beach and beat the shit out of it with a hammer. You also seem cheerier.
Well, a little lighter.
A little?
Feel a little lighter.
Just a little.
I wasn't, freaking out, but yeah, I feel lighter.
He didn't go very down. So he didn't go very up.
He also, when I was young, we also had a basement. And he got me a 3-wheeled trike because I was having some trouble with my gross motor control. And something I had issues with were my legs. He got me a trike for Christmas. One of those little plastic big wheels.
Uh-huh.
He bought me a pair of really cheap sunglasses. And he would carry that trike downstairs into the basement and shove all of the furniture to the side and put down little runner rugs in a vague circle so I could just wheel around in circles and feel a whole lot cooler than I actually was.
It's amazing.
He also commissioned a painter to paint my wall with, unicorns and dragons and a fairy tale castle with a woman screaming, "Help me," in the window. He had his good points. He was a brand new dad with a temper problem, and he didn't quite know how to handle himself. But he were his good points.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mostly inherited my attitudes and personality and interests, now that I think about it, from my dad. He's the fucking goofball in the family, and I always ran with it. There was an obvious split in the family of Mom and... Whenever we'd go out of town to go shopping, Mom and Maddie would go to the... go clothes shopping. I just stick with him and go to the auto parts and electronics store. I'm like, yeah, let's do stuff. And it was always hilarious.
Dad did his best to try and instill a love of auto parts and car repair in me, but it never stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I did genuinely try, and I learned how to change the brakes on an older car. I learned how to change oil completely. I learned how to identify problems, and I have a good ear for it. But I didn't learn anything bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to, because that's how Dad hurt himself when he was young. My dad is a licensed auto mechanic, and when he was about 21 or 22, he was helping a friend work on an engine, and it had to be removed from the engine compartment. And they have a specialized crane for that sort of stuff. His friend was underneath, after they had chained it up, taking the bolts off of the crane, and then they'd push the car out of the way so they could all just sort of swarm around and fix the engine itself. He was taking the bolts off, and he was getting ready to move the car over when the chain holding the engine broke.
Oh no!
And my dad caught the engine.
Oh.
And it crushed 2 of the vertebrae in his back.
Ah.
But he's basically caught a 600 pound engine by himself
Mm-hmm.
and saved his friend's life.
Yay!
But he's been plagued with back problems ever since.
Well, at least he saved the guy's life, though.
Yeah. It was one of the coolest stories I've ever heard about my dad. But he was never able to get me to like cars as much as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, dude. I'm better at sewing than you are, though.
Ta-da! Boy. I can't really think of much else to add in here.
Well, I was thinking clickable items.
Yeah. Though I'm slowly getting burnt out for the night on coding, so it's like, I feel like drawing.
Okay, go and draw. I need to go get more tea.
And I need to restart my computer real quick, because my tablet is not connecting for whatever reason. So I am going to be right back, and I'm going to start up a proper art stream. So, yarb! I'll be back in, like, 10 minutes.